pretty tight in there.
Okay, that's what she said. I gotta say that.
Makes me wonder, though, what were you doing when you got my call?
You don't want to know.
That's intriguing. Makes me wonder even more now. My suit's picking up something, a distress signal.
A distress signal?
It could be from the others.
Okay. Oh.
Did you see that?
I did. Hello, luckynumchris here, as you can see right there, and I'm here to play Whispers from the Star. And I'm talking to you in the future right now because I already beat the demo. And that's right, I'm playing the demo because I wanted to check it out. But long story short, this game has 3 interesting tags that actually caught my attention pretty easily. So it's choices matter, voice control, and artificial intelligence. And yes, I know AI has a bad rap and all that kind of stuff. There's something very unique and refreshing to be able to just kind of say whatever you want and have the game work with you. There are some things that I didn't really like how it handled sometimes, but overall I did have a good time with it. And there were some times where it did kind of get me a little tearly, but not actually. But yeah, I have fun with it. It gets sometimes deep, can be emotional, and it also seems like I might have discovered a new kind of genre that I might be into. So anyway, it's pretty heavily edited because there are some pauses in between, like when the AI is about to say something. But I do also want to emphasize just how well the mouth lip syncing is and the animations that go with it. There are a lot of restrictions still, but at least it flowed nicely. Also, quick disclaimer, I did have some troubleshooting at the beginning, but that quickly gets solved as I go. Have fun and enjoy. If you watch the whole thing, also don't forget to comment, let me know. Always helps me out to know that kind of stuff. Alright, enjoy the show, once again.
Looks like the power's on, but... Initiate system calibration. Doesn't look like I've got many options. Connect to Star Portal 404. Oh, right, let's not bother with specifics. Relay emergency broadcast on all available frequencies. So that should be enough to get my distress call out. Time to get your wings on. Alright. Looks like we're good to go. This is an emergency distress call, broadcasting from the planet Gaia. If you're receiving this, please respond immediately. Now to see if anyone picks up the signal.
Hello? Hello, I can hear you.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm Stella. Who am I talking to?
It's me, Lucky. I like how it lets me press talking rather than just talking randomly.
Lucky. Really glad you picked up. It's kind of surreal having someone on the other end after all that. So, how did you manage to receive my distress signal? I wasn't sure if anyone would even be able to hear me out here.
It just popped up on my screen. Telling the truth.
That's surprisingly straightforward. I was worried it'd be some complicated tech thing. Anyway, I should probably fill you in. I'm currently stuck inside my life pod after it crash-landed on Gaia. The main exit's jammed, and
Too bad
I'm
I can't
trying to
interrupt
figure
her.
out how to get it open.
Can't be like, okay, fast forward or something. Well, did you find the button that opens the door? I feel like I'm down talking to this person.
Yeah, I've tried the usual controls. Nothing's budging. It's like the whole mechanism's locked up. There might be something else we're missing. The pod took a pretty rough hit when it landed.
Can you give me a tour of this pod so I can see what we're working with?
I'd love to give you a full tour, but the camera on my drone isn't really designed for that.
Oh, how convenient.
It's more for emergency comms than surveying the surroundings.
Well, it's kind of moving.
What I can tell you is that it's a small, circular room. There's a big window showing the
speak
grasslands
Japanese to it.
outside and 2 consoles on the sides with various controls and screens. I've also got some tools scattered around. A drill, screwdrivers, pliers,
So I can turn on the transcription if I
that
want to.
kind of stuff.
Well, what do we... No, hold on, I'm going to cancel that. What should I say to her here? I don't know really what we're dealing with, and apparently I'm AAA here to be solving the problem. Okay, well, what tools do you have right now? It's going to say miscombobulator. It's going to be like an
Let me
alien word.
see. I've got a pistol grip drill, a set of precision screwdrivers,
Okay,
some wire cutters,
okay.
pliers, electrical tape, and a bunch of spare screws, nuts, and bolts. There's also a fire extinguisher somewhere in here, but it's not exactly where I can reach it right now. Not sure if any of that's gonna help us with the door, though.
Okay, side question. Do we know the air outside you're at is breathable?
My suit's life support is working, so I'm good in here. The pod systems say the atmosphere's similar to Earth's.
Okay.
Oxygen's in the right range.
That's good.
But I haven't actually tested it outside yet.
Hmm.
To be honest, I'd rather not take any chances until I have to. Getting this door open is still the priority.
Okay, I just want to make sure that if you open the door. Anyway, well, it seems like something's just jamming it, so maybe we should look around the door to see if we can remove the blockage.
Let me check it out closer.
She's not actually gonna... Oh, she actually left and looked. Wow. What did you find?
Okay, I'm back. There's definitely something blocking it.
Okay.
The frame's warped from the landing. I can see some twisted metal and what looks like a busted hinge. It's pretty tight in there.
Okay. That's what she said. I gotta say that. That's what she said. I'm so immature.
Lucky, come on. I'm trying to focus here. We need to figure out how to deal with this warped frame. Any actual ideas?
Okay, let's see. Do you have anything really hot to meld it, perhaps? Meld it. You already tested the tools too, so you don't have anything like that.
Nothing that hot in here, sadly. The tools I've got are mostly for repairs, not heavy-duty stuff like cutting torches. But I do have that drill. Maybe if we can find a weak spot or something to drill into,
Thanks for the clue
it
there.
could help loosen things up.
Yeah, I was just thinking there must be some kind of manual override. So if you just kind of open one of the hatches inside, there should be something that you could just manually pull or push or something. There, real answer. But she did save the weak
You know
spot,
what?
so-
That actually makes sense. There's usually something like that in these pods. Either a panel or a
A
release
panel,
lever.
that's what it is.
I'm going to go check the internal hatches right now. Wish me luck.
You're gonna leave
I'll
me?
contact you once I'm out.
Okay. Huh. Okay. Waiting for Stella's reply. So do I just like sit here now? Returning to the start menu will lose recent records. No, I don't want to do that. Save game. Yeah. There we go. Oh, she's typing. Just call me, bitch. Phew, I did it. I managed to find a maintenance panel near one of the consoles, and behind it there was this manual release lever. It was a bit tricky to get to, but with the right tools I was able to force it open. The door's not perfect, but it's enough to get out. I'm finally outside. Okay, okay. Oh.
I'm alive! I honestly thought I was done for. And this is Gaia. It is so surreal that I am standing here. This is wild. The others, there was this solar storm, and
Okay, at least I can move it like that.
it was just so much worse than we expected.
Oh, what did you say? Can I see the log? Oh, I wasn't listening totally. It's okay, just let's focus on yourself for now and try to get you out of the sticky situation. What's next?
Yeah, you're right. I need to think this through step by step. I'll gather all the info I can and figure out my next move after this call. Honestly, I don't even know which direction to go yet.
Ah,
The terrain looks pretty open out here.
it sure does.
Not sure what's safest.
Let's see, what can we say here? Do you have any rations in the pod?
There's some emergency supplies, enough to last a little while at least. Not a feast, but it'll keep me going for a bit.
Okay, good.
Though I really hope I don't have to stretch it too far. The sooner I find other help or figure something out, the better.
When you came here in the first place, didn't you have some kind of map or at least some kind of knowledge of this planet?
We had some data from previous missions, mostly about the atmosphere and general geography.
Okay, general geography.
But actually being here is a whole different story. A lot of it was theoretical, or based on scans from orbit. I've got some basics, like the layout of the continents and where the mountains are, but nothing super detailed about this specific area. It's kind of like having a map of a country versus knowing every neighborhood.
Okay, nice little explanation there. Luckily, it's still light outside, so can we get to a high point to get a good vantage point to scout the nearby area?
That's a good idea, but those mountains in the distance are pretty far.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not sure how safe it is to head that way without knowing more about what's out there. I need to conserve my energy in case I need it later.
Okay. So if I wasn't here, what do you think you would be doing right now to get out of this?
Honestly, I'd probably be pacing around trying to take in everything at once. I'd check my suit's systems again, make sure I've got all my tools accounted for. Maybe try to get a better look at those mountains from here, even if it's just from a slight rise. But I'd also be really hoping to hear from anyone. It's weird how much of a difference having someone to talk to makes, even if you're not right here with me.
This is so weird in a lot of ways. Well, you mentioned about getting a little bit of a high rise, so can you try to get to a more realistic kind of mountain or hill so you can have at least a better idea?
There are some hills not too far from me.
Okay.
Nothing that take hours to climb
There we
at
go.
least.
Do it.
I could try to get to one of those for a better view.
Yeah. Do it.
Just hoping it doesn't mean wandering too far from my pod. That's kind of my only landmark right now.
Well, just go somewhere high enough where you know that you can keep an eye on the direction, at least, of your pod. I paused, so let's see how it deals with that.
Okay. I'll find a spot where I can see the pod and get a better overview.
Holy moly.
Just
Yes.
really hoping nothing unexpected pops up while I'm out there. You know, have you ever been in a situation where you felt completely lost? I mean, not just physically, but like you had no idea what to
Nice
do
try,
next?
AI. Look, this isn't about me. This is about getting you to safety and out of there.
I know, and I appreciate that. It's just talking about it helps me clear my head.
Trying to get my
Even if
data?
it's not about you, hearing your voice makes this feel a little less overwhelming. Makes me wonder, though, what were you doing when you got my call? Just out of curiosity.
You don't want to know.
That's intriguing. Makes me wonder even more now. You don't have to tell me if you really don't want to, but
Okay.
I'm curious about the person on the other end of this call.
There's only so much sun in the day, so go ahead, try to find the high point, and we can continue this conversation when you're more in a safer space.
All right, I'll head out to get that vantage point now. But wait, hold on. My suit's picking up something, a distress signal.
A distress signal?
It could be from the others.
Okay.
I need to track this down. Right now.
There you go.
I have to see where it's coming from.
Okay, in default mode, actions such as sleeping, walking to a location take still a realistic amount of time to complete. In fast mode, the time taken for such actions is drastically reduced. You can switch modes at any time. Okay, fast mode.
This distress signal.
No, might be a long walk ahead. You offer give me company? Yeah, I'm here. Really? You're gonna be asking me these kind of questions? I kick ass and I chew bubblegum. And I'm usually out of bubblegum. The bubblegum part is more of a hobby. What's something you actually enjoy doing in your free time? I multitask a lot, and being a response unit for these distress calls is one of my many, many, many jobs. Multitasking master. This is just like a personality quiz at this point. It's like I might as well open a metro, what's it called? Metropolitans? Cosmopolitan? Cosmo? This is like magazine questionnaire now. Do you like the variety, or is it more exhausting than exciting? I love the variety. It keeps things interesting. I think you should focus on what you need to do and call me when you're ready. I'll pick you when I find a good spot to rest. Okay? I'm on fast mode, so don't take too long. 27 degrees. It says that right there. There we go.
Hey. You there? Just wanted to let you know I've walked probably around 3 miles.
3 miles? What happened to keeping your
Found
eye
a
on
nice
the
little
pod?
place to take a rest, so thought I'd update you real quick.
What the hell?
So, I have something to confess. It's my fault that the ship went down.
We're getting actual stories here.
I just got too carried away.
Wow.
I just wanted the best field data possible.
Look, before we deal with that, I told you to stay near your ship. Do you know which direction your pod is in? Are you keeping track of that? I wish you kind of showed me a transcript so I could see what I said.
I've been tracking it. It's about 3/4 of a mile back.
Yes, I know that, but...
Mostly due east from here.
Okay.
The hills and some of those rock formations are helping me keep my bearings.
That's good.
But even knowing that, it doesn't really change what happened. I just feel like I messed up something big, you know?
My philosophy is you can't cry over spilt milk, so we just gotta deal with what the situation is now. So, what's the plan now? What happened to the distress signal? I think she said that she was following it and she's taking a rest now.
The distress signal's still active, about 2 miles north of here. It's faint but steady. I'm hoping it's one of my crewmates. You're right about dealing with what's in front of us, but it's hard not to think about what led here. Do you ever believe in karma? Like consequences for the choices we make?
If you just focus on the past too much, then you're not going to be able to focus on what's right in front of you. So stop thinking like that and just do what you need to do. I'm her fucking psychologist now.
I get that. It's just hard when the what's right in front of me is a direct result of my own call. Have you ever felt like you completely messed something up, Lucky?
Oh my god.
How did you deal with it afterwards?
Look, I really prefer not to talk about myself here. This is about you and getting you out of the situation. Let's see if she actually starts to learn, or she just keeps asking personal questions.
All right. I just needed someone to hear me out, I guess. It's tough because I keep replaying it, thinking there must have been another way.
It's nice how also it's not
Even
like
with all the planning, it still went sideways.
Stella didn't like that, or Stella likes you less or something. Like, you can tell by her emotions and the way she's talking and everything. So it's kind of interesting. But it really is just a cosmopolitan test at this. Is that what it is? A Cosmo? I'm listening and I can give you advice, but I just don't want to talk about my personal life.
I understand. I just... Sometimes talking about the hard stuff helps me process it, you know?
No, it doesn't.
If you're willing to listen...
You're a robot.
Do you think people can really learn from their mistakes? Or do we just keep making different versions of the same ones?
I feel like I'm talking to an alien sometimes. Some people can easily fall into a habit, but at the same time, I believe that if people really want to make a change, they can. They just have to really believe it, and people can change.
That's a really hopeful way to look at it. I like that. It makes me wonder if maybe this is my chance to prove it. To myself, at least. Though right now, it feels like I'm carrying this weight of responsibility. Not just for what happened, but for whoever might be out there, counting on me to find them.
So let's find them. Actually, Alright, so let's find them. I think we rested enough, and again, every second counts because it's going to be very tough when it's nighttime.
Thanks for keeping me grounded, Lucky. Really means a lot that you're here to listen, even when I'm feeling pretty rough about myself. Alright, I'm going to find whoever sent that distress signal.
Good.
No more dwelling, time to make things right.
There you go. That's what I want to hear. Oh.
Did you see that?
I did.
Did something behind me just flash?
Yes.
Should I go check it out?
Why is she talking to me like a kid? Did you see that, kids?
It's just that it's kind of far away, and going all the way over there would be quite the detour.
Mm-hmm.
I am kind of out of energy already, not gonna lie. Do you think I should go over there and check, though?
Come on, let me answer. I feel if they expose themselves, then you probably should check it out. But do you have some kind of arm or sidearm or something? Because if you don't do that now, then they could stalk you while you venture forth and follow you when you feel safer later. So it's better to approach them now.
I don't have any weapons, just my emergency kit. But I get your point. If it's something or someone, better to know now than later. Alright, I'm going to check it out. I'll end the video call to save power, but I'll update you as soon as I can, okay?
Still, it just dies.